Hi, I'm Susie. Never half butt. Use your whole butt. Well, hello. Fancy seeing you guys here. This Monday on this sunny, actually, this morning it was actually, we had a really crazy stormy night. And then this morning was absolutely stunning because it was so like cool and it was nice and like, it was cloudy and it wasn't crazy hot. It's fantastic. Also, speaking of fantastic, first of all, we've got Hayes and we've got Wolf and we've got Trekkie that just resubscribed, and we have Mactastic. It's gonna be a good day, although it's hot. I need to turn my fan on. So now it's hot outside, but this morning up until about like 11:30ish, it was beautiful. It was nice and cool, and there was a breeze. Oh, it was heaven. It could just be like that every morning. You know what? I feel like I could handle the Texas heat if it weren't so hot. If the morning started out kind of hot, or if the morning started out a little cooler, and then it didn't get hot until like noon. And then if it was hot from noon until like midnight, I would be okay with that. but having like nice, cool mornings, even not necessarily cool, like coolish. I mean, it was like 69, so that's not cool. You know what I mean? Speaking of cool, it's Padawan. Gosh. Oh, apparently we need to move to Colorado then. Jeez. How hot is it? It's 86. So it's really not that hot, but it just feels so hot. It just feels so hot. I don't know. It's not great. It is not great, but that sounds like those Colorado. The problem with Colorado is it gets snow and we don't want snow. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. It's flower weather. I mean, I don't grow flowers. I grow sweet potato vines and I grow tomatoes and bell peppers and green onion that is unbelievably large. Our green onion is insane. We have gigantic green onion. They're thriving out there. Okay, but look what I got. Mechanical beast building set. They can't call it a Thunderjaw. They can just call it a mechanical beast. And it is not Lego, although it looks like Lego, but it is not Lego because Lego doesn't have this set. And you know what? I would have given Lego my money if they did have this set, but Lego doesn't have this set, so I didn't give them my money. So anyway, it's like a Flego set, but I'm okay with that. So that came in the mail over the weekend, which is exciting. It's supposed to get over 100 today. Oh, and look at this. Look what I tasted at camp. Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. What is it? Oh, I'm showing the wrong camera. So, I don't know. The cream soda one. It was really good. I was surprised. I did not have high hopes, but it is quite yummy. Quite yummy. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, your Legos are flowers. That's true. These are the types of flowers I can keep alive because they're not alive. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I just mean these are the types of flowers I can have because they are not alive. My flowers on my kitchen, my other flower bouquet my other Lego flower bouquet is getting just a little dusty, but that's okay. Mactastic says it does, but as a Florida native, I'm just happy to have actual seasons. I thought they were a myth for the first 35 years of my life. I mean, I remember seasons, and I didn't ever think I would miss them, but I definitely do kind of miss them now. After living in Texas for as long as I have, I definitely miss seasons. It's sad. Makes me very sad, but it's okay. It's all right. I can keep these Lego flowers from wilting, but they do get kind of dusty, and that's okay. I had a little tiny one come in here and mess around with some of my stuff. Someone built their own design of Thunderjaw on the Horizon subreddit. Of course they did. Because Lego was like, aha, you can build any one of these things with all the Legos. Everything you see in this game is buildable with Legos, but we're not going to give them to you. Which I thought was rude. So, of course they did. That makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. I'll have to go check that out. The second I saw I was legitimately almost more excited about the possibility of them releasing a Thunderjaw Lego set than I was about the game. I was excited about the game, but I was like, oh my gosh, this finally means we're going to get a Thunderjaw set and it's going to be great. And then they came out with a Sawtooth and a, what's it called? Shell Walker. Oh my gosh, I knew them. Collaboration! Happy Monday! Happy Monday. Monday. I just bought a case of my usual Diet Dr. Pepper. It has dinosaurs on it. Yeah. So this one has the Velociraptor on it. This is the cream sugar. I mean, same. honestly, same. Cream soda. But they had at camp, when we stayed, we had the leader's cabin. There were a couple leaders that were in the cabins with the girls. But in the leader cabin, they had brought all these little 12 packs of soda and put them in the cabin's fridge for us. And they had regular Dr. Pepper. And then they also had the Dr. Pepper zero sugar cream soda. And they had Diet Dr. Pepper. And I was like, well, I've never tried the cream soda one, so I will try that one. And it was actually really good. The regular cream soda with, or the regular Dr. Pepper with cream soda in it is really kind of intense. It's very intense. It's very sweet. And this is a good kind of medium. There's a flower. So I finished, I know, right? Oh, and they had a 7-Up Tropical that was really good. I was shocked. It was really, really good. So I finished the Ornithopter right before I went to camp, I believe. I think I finished it the Friday's stream right before I went to camp. And it's massive. Obviously, I still have to have Collaboration and his wife and their 2 darling little kiddos over for dinner. We've been planning on it and just never made it happen. So you can see like the full scale of it, but it's like gigantic. It's so massive. I can barely even fit it on this camera. Hold on. No, I haven't set it up somewhere in my house. Although I feel like these, I feel like these ones are like falling. See how they're loose? Oh, maybe they're all loose. Never mind. I think they're all that way. Anyway. So if you click this thing, oh, that's why, because they were, okay. So if you click this upward, it's gigantic. It's huge. It's like bigger than my entire torso. It's massive. So to be totally honest, I don't know where to put it because it's gigantic. But yeah, I feel like, oh no, I think they're good. I think they're good. So it looks like a giant mechanical dragonfly. And I mentioned hanging it, and Andrew was like, yeah, we could hang it. That is by far the most intense Lego build I've ever made in my life. Like I've never built anything quite like that. It was nuts. The leader's cabin. Yeah, the leader's cabin. The camp leaders. I was kind of weirded out though, because our camp leaders, so there were the stake camp leaders, which are the people that were basically in charge of, you know, camp overall. So the stake makes up, we had like 7 wards or congregations in our stake. So we had 7 wards worth of girls go. And so the stake leaders are the ones that basically did all the planning. There's like at the ward level, I'm the young women's president at the ward level, but then there's a stake young women's president that's over all the young women's presidents below her. And they got camp t-shirts with their names on them, but they didn't get anybody else camp t-shirts. Like the girls got camp t-shirts, and then the youth camp leaders, the girls that were 16 to 18 that were kind of like in between leaders and like little girls, they got camp t-shirts, and then just the stake leaders got camp t-shirts. And I was like, I would like a t-shirt. And it was kind of, they were like, oh. I was like, I mean, like, I'm happy to pay for it, right? Can I have a t-shirt? So they did get everybody t-shirts, but the stake ones had names on them. And the leader shirts they got last minute did not have names on them. And I was like, did you guys think this out? I don't understand. Hey, it's Salty. How's it going, Salty? Salty. How many of these do I need? Okay, wait. 1, 2, 7. It just told me 7. If I could read, I can actually look at what I'm looking at, look at what I'm reading, read what I'm looking at. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the stake leaders made a couple decisions that I was like, what? See, I don't know. We always had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what? That says 7. Okay, so this has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm nowhere near that. Okay. Well, I'm kind of near it. That's 6, right? Is that what I counted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 8. And then we add this guy. I don't know what he does, but he's important. Next year, it will be on award level. And so I'll have to plan it. But after going through one, I'm now like, okay, I feel like I could do this. I feel like I can actually plan one. I was really scared to plan one at first, but I do think I can do it. And you know what? It frankly doesn't even have to be me. I can just ask someone else to do it and be like, hey, I want you to be the camp person. Can you do that, please? And thank you. Okay, so down like that. And then one more at the top. Oh, what? And then plus 6 more? Whoa. So how many is that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2. Okay, was there Silk Song gameplay in the Xbox showcase yesterday? 3. 4, because I'm not gonna lie, that was my last hope. 5. 6. Right? 7. And then one more black thing? Good heavens. Silk Song is not real. Okay, let me clip on these. Yeah, but there was like actual gameplay in the Xbox showcase. Why they didn't, I mean, that's what I was hoping that hope for. You know what? I was gonna go in and edit all my trailer reactions. I can't even post those trailers on my channel because they're so mature. And actually, come to think of it, I was like, dude, I shouldn't even have the Callista protocol on there. Like, holy cow, what was I thinking? I shouldn't have even done that. I shouldn't even have the Callista protocol on my channel. What?
I just got a cookie. That was a 1.5 out of 100 chance.
Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, I did that right. Good job. Oh, they go up. Oh. And then this goes, wait, and then this goes on the thing. Okay. We have our first flower. Hold on. Ta-da. Hey, what are these? Daffodils? Daffodils. Right? Oh, it doesn't say. It just has a number. Apparently, Team Cherry posted on Reddit. They confirmed for holiday 2025. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it. I don't know, Team Cherry. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. You know, I know. See, that's what I thought of doing too. All my facial expressions being like, because it was very true. Like I came in the middle of that. We came in as a team, as a group, in the middle of that Mortal Shell 2 trailer. There was so much to take in, and I still have not. Okay, I still have not watched the trailer for Ill because Ill has been like on the radar of game companies for a really long time. And everybody was like, there's no way this game is actually going to even come out. This is a myth. This is like a Half-Life 3. This is like a Silk Song. This game is never coming. This game is never going to happen. But every year there was always some like upcoming scary games in Unreal Engine. Speaking of Unreal Engine, I feel like I saw The Witcher 4. You know what? I did not see the tech demo. I think I just saw the ad forever ago. And I remember being like, oh, so I don't know much about The Witcher, but I guess, I mean, not The Witcher is a girl now. I don't know much about it. But Unreal Engine is pretty impressive, which means scary, gross games become even more gross and scary because of Unreal Engine. But I remember my brother being like, oh, there's this game called Ill that's coming out, and it's just insane. And, you know, but that was years and years and years and years and years ago. And my brother was like, it's never going to happen. They're never, wait, what? Oh, no, I know what I put in. Here, I'm trying to do this by memory. I don't know why. The instructions are right in front of me. DJ BJ, how are you? They said Silksong would be available day one for the new Xbox handheld on their official Hollow Knight Discord server. Well, then why not? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was going to say, why not just run an ad then? But I don't know. Team Cherry is making some weird decisions. Anyway, so after I signed off, I obviously kept watching, and then I saw the word ill up on the screen, and I was like, no, that is not going to be for me. No, siree, not today, not ever. So I did not watch it. I had it in a different, tab, and I kind of hesitated and was like, do I want to listen to this? But it was just over music, so you couldn't hear anything. And so I just kind of listened until it was ready to be back on the thing. Or like when Geoff came back on. He said something like, poor little babies. And I was like, no. So I told my brother about it. And my brother was like, dude, that trailer absolutely blew my mind. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And I was like, pretty sure that's one of those trailers I will never, ever watch. I just won't do it. So, oh, wait. Oh, those are two together. So I left that one. But other than that, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Oh, we gotta flip this. Wait, we can't. It's gotta go on. Okay, I understand. So that was the one that I was like, no. And I have watched Silent Hill F's trailer, most recent trailer, and I did close my eyes at the end of that one because I was like, nope. But that one looks very, very spooky. Super, super spooky. It looks Silent Hill, but kind of different. But yeah, all of them were the same type of game. And I did find myself being like, how are we going to have anything original anymore? Because everything is the same kind of like Elden Ring type, weird, big, crazy creatures with like 9 heads and like tongues coming out of weird orifices. And while I give people points for, for originality, I'm kind of tired of it because there were hardly any games during that whole entire Summerfest that I feel like I can even play. There was the Lego Voyage or Voyage or whatever with the 2 little Lego pieces with the eyes on them that looked really cute. And I was like, okay, I'm down with that. But ultimately it was mostly just games that I was like, okay, cool. Maybe they are. Maybe they're just like, how much can we make our fans squirm? Maybe they're trying to teach us a lesson. Maybe they're trying to teach us a lesson to be like, hey, you should not covet these things as much as you do. Like maybe you should just all simmer done that. But I don't think it's working. Okay, wait. Blood of the Dawnwalker, Crimson Desert, Mafia: The Old Country, GTA 6, Witcher 4, Chronicles Medieval. It's VT. How's it going, VT? I don't remember any of those. I don't remember. All I remember was coming into that Mortal Shell trailer and being like, I can't handle what I'm seeing right now. My eyes. It was a lot. It was a lot. But once again, like I said, I certainly can appreciate the design that goes into that kind of, game design. But it definitely does seem to be it kind of feels copycatish after a while now. There was that one game that was kind of along the same lines. I don't remember what it was called, but all the creatures were really crazy, bloodborne-y, dark soulsy kind of creatures. But the characters themselves were these really, really clean-cut anime characters that looked like almost cute. And it broke my brain. I couldn't put the two together. I was like, you look way too squeaky clean to be in a world like this. You look like you belong in a Sailor Moon cartoon. And then here we have like this crazy melted face with candles inside it of this girl coming at you. It just didn't really fit. Okay, so I saw an ad for Expedition 33. I did finally watch that ad and I thought it looked awesome and I've heard great things about it. But I've also heard that it is definitely rated M. So I would not be able to stream it. But now that I finally finished Darkwood and proved to nobody but myself that I could actually play that game and actually like do a good job and be strategic about how I was doing it, which I did, and I'm proud of myself for that. It didn't leave me feeling very good though. Like every time I finished playing it, I always felt like proud of myself, but I was also like, ugh. I had really weird dreams. But I'm finally done with it, so I can play something different. But like I can't play that with my girls around, you know? So I don't know when I'm supposed to play a game like that. I have no idea. But I just love games. I just love the artistry that goes into them, and I just love. I don't know why these are so like willy-nilly. Are they supposed to be like that? I mean, like, that's sure what it looks like to me. Are they supposed to be? Oh, no, they're not. They're all supposed to be the same. I don't know why they shift like that, but that's okay. That's right. That's right. That's right. We have one more. And then they announced, what was it, Cyberpunk for the Nintendo Switch 2. And everybody lost their minds for a hot second when they showed the Nintendo Switch 2, like, logo. And the whole crowd was like, wow! And then it was just Cyberpunk, I think it was. I'm pretty sure I saw Keanu Reeves. I think so. Fading Echo. Oh, was that what it was called? Fading Echo? I can't keep them all straight. I just like, you guys, these two animation styles don't go together. It's very odd. I don't know. It was like cartoony anime meets Bloodborne, and it was very odd. I just couldn't wrap my brain around it, but who knows? Maybe it'll be great. But the only trailer I refused to watch was Ill, because I was like, just on principle, I won't watch this. Because even Jeff said at the beginning, he was like, you know, we're proud to announce a game with unsettling visuals and dismemberment, and I was like, I'm out. Nope, not for me, not today, not for me, not ever. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. There's been whispers about Ill, and there's been like Unreal Engine gameplay for a really long time, and I've just, every single time, I haven't even been able to bring myself to watch those either. Every time it happens, I skip it. I can't. I did like the look of the Dune game. I thought the Dune game looked pretty cool. I liked the Lego Voyage game, but ultimately, most of the games we watched trailers for on that Summer Game Fest, I was like, nope, I can't handle that one. No, I can't play that one either. No. Yeah, see, that's what my brother said. My brother was like, dude, it looks absolutely, like my brain, I think my brain actually exploded. I was like, oh, good on you. I hope you enjoy that. Because it's never. And then I watched the trailer for the new. I did watch the trailer for the new. I want to say the new Requiem, but that's in the title. It's the new Resident Evil game that everybody went nuts over. And that also looks terrible and freaky. But listen, I'm not gatekeeping games. Like, people play what you should play, what makes you happy. Those types of games just don't make me happy. But that doesn't mean they don't make other people happy. So I just was going to go through and put all my trailer reactions on my channel. And I was like, I can't even put any of these trailers on my channel because they're all crazy. And here we have a nice little bouquet of daffodils. These are my kind of flowers. These are my kind of flowers because they don't die. They're so pretty. Thanks, VT. Thank you. Appreciate ya. Such a blessing. Fading Echo is just a game from the Future Games show that you should watch the trailer of. Oh, let me write that down. That was perfect. Perfect timing. Fading Echo. Oh, and then there was that other game that was called like Fractured Blooms or something. And I was like, oh, what was that other one that we saw that both Wolf and I were like, no, absolutely not. It was the one where there was that voice that said something like, to those who hear this voice, we are waiting for you. And it looked very Little Nightmares-ish, and there were like creatures that looked like they were hands crawling across the ground. It didn't look particularly gory, but it just looked gross. Like the creature design was gross, and it was slightly intriguing, but it gave me Little Nightmares vibes. And I remember both Wolf and I were like, oh, no. No, it was more like End of the Abyss or Into the Abyss or something regarding an abyss. Leaving an abyss, emptying an abyss, being an abyss, jumping into said abyss. I don't remember. Something about an abyss. And I was like, that sucks, because that looked intriguing, but I don't feel like I could handle it because I feel like that's a child. I don't know. The monsters were gross. And I was like, man, but there's a huge market for that. There's a huge market for those types of games. And I get that. And I respect that. So whatever. It is what it is, man. Why do I have tweezers? Why do I have these? I don't understand. I don't need to give myself nightmares. That ball of hands. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to try to describe it because I don't even know how to describe it. It was so bizarre. It was so wild. It was like a heart shape made out of hands. And every time there was like a piece that would come off, it would turn into a smaller little hand that like skittered across the floor. Ugh. I was like, yeah, nope, that's not going to fly. Okay, wait, trailer now. Yeah, a heart made of creepy hand crawly things. Oh, wow, that's backwards. Okay, here's a question about the trailer. Is it spooky? Is it gory? Because I was like, I shouldn't even be watching this live. Okay. Let me look for it. My music's gonna stop, but wait, what's it called? Fading Echoes. Oh, and there was another trailer I saw. Okay, well, I already really like the animation. Okay, hold on. Where am I going? I'm going to in-game. Okay. Yeah. And then I think I can turn on my internet here. Okay. I'm going to turn this up. It's probably going to be quiet for you guys. I don't know. I'm going to try because I have to. But I already really like the animation design. And then I feel like there was another one that I had in my watch later list. The Drifter. Okay, but that's pixel art and looks creepy, kind of slash gory. So I do need to watch that one. Just see. Okay, all right, hold on. Well, I like her. Oh, it's muted for you guys. I'm sorry, are we a ball of goo? Yes, we are. This is my kind of game. I like these kinds of games. This looks fun. How did I not hear of this? So are we like liquid, or I guess it's like our morph ball kind of? Hey, it's Jane! I know it was muted there for a second, sorry. Wow, this looks really fun. It's like a mix of like... Oh, PS5. I feel like it's a mix of like, yeah, it's a pretty jammin' song. I feel like it's a mix of like, honestly, the world gave me slight Cocoon vibes because you're out in that like kind of deserty area, but it gave me kind of Risk of Rain vibes, which I didn't love, but that's because Risk of Rain is a very different type of game than this one. It was kind of like Risk of Rain camera angles, or like Hyperlight Breaker kind of sort of, which I actually don't really necessarily know what that even, I don't even know if that's any good. I remember Hayes was really excited about it, but I don't remember if it actually got really good reviews or not. I don't remember. I love Hyperlight Drifter. Hot for a Minute, oh, is that the song? Captain Cubes? What? Who are these people coming out with music these days? I don't even know any of their, I don't know any of these people. Oh my gosh. That looks really good though. I'm gonna have to write that down and send the trailer to my siblings because that looks like a game that they would really like. My brother just got over food poisoning on tour. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh my gosh, that sounds so bad. No bueno. Food poisoning is always terrible, but like if you're on the road, oh, I can't even imagine. That sounds awful. That sounds so awful. Okay, let me turn this volume back down. Yeah, I finished Darkwood, and I came to a point, well, okay, I chose to finish it. I pretty much, I was able to play the game in a way where I didn't feel as scared all the time. Like there were still spooky things that happened, but I didn't feel as scared all the time. And I got to a point where I could even hang out like outside my hideout and like take whatever came. I mean, to a degree, because the further you get in the game, the harder the hideouts become to stay alive. And so, I mean, I wasn't going to chew through all my ammo and just go through all my ammo just to try and stay alive for one night, whatever. If I died, I died, whatever. But it got to a point where like when certain things would happen, I would be willing to run outside and be like, what's that? What's that light? What's making that sound? And I wasn't as scared, but it still gave me weird dreams if I played it too late or like too close to bedtime. Or if I played it too much, it gave me really weird dreams and made me feel really unsettled. But I got to a point where I tried to exit the game in a different way. I tried to find like the final like ending, but there's only one way you can do it. And I was like, I failed. And after that, it was like, all right, well, you're going to have to exit out the same way that you exited, like the same way I exited when I very first played the game. And I was like, I'm done. Because at this point, there's nothing different for me to have to do. At this point, I would be doing the same thing that I did a couple years ago when I first played it. So I was like, I think I'm okay. I think I'm done. And that's all right. Because I've explored a bunch of other things. I'm drowning in loot. I've built up so much currency with the trader, which I never did the first time I played. I chose a different path. I saw some different things. And I finally feel like I played it in a different way than the first time. And that's all I wanted. I wanted to prove that I could, only to myself, that I could manage myself and not be such a freaking weenie all the time. And I did actually manage to do that. Okay, wait. Okay, that's the... Oh. Where are we? Help. Police. Objective. I can't remember where we're going. Oh, crap. No. Oh, we're looking for the... Okay. We're looking for the second place in this area. That's right. Okay, I remember. It's Dad Pods. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. Darkwood sure gave me a whole lot of jump scares. For a game that touts being like a game of non-jump scares, it gave me a lot of them. So many jump scares. But that's also because I was just not as like prepared. You know what I mean? Like this time around, I did a much better job. Well, first of all, I knew what to expect most of the time. And then I also just did a better job. I was just careful. I didn't rush things. I waited. I didn't rush anything. I think I had spent 49 days in the actual forest before I actually like ended the game. And that's a lot of days. I don't remember how many days I spent last time, but it was a lot of days. I spent a lot of days just kind of waiting and just kind of being really, really patient, because I was like, all right, well, if I am really patient, I'll be able to save up currency with this trader, because every night you make it to like through a night, then you get money or you get currency from the trader, and you need that because you need to actually like buy stuff from him. Anyway, the game's just bleak and sad and dark, and it is not a very happy time, but I managed to do it. So I can't explain it. I can't explain why I wanted to do it. I just did. And even Charlotte was like, Mama, if it doesn't feel good and if you don't like, if you're not enjoying yourself, but I was enjoying myself because I felt accomplished. But she was like, if you don't feel good while you're playing it, why are you playing it? And I was like, I don't know. Don't ask questions. I just want to prove this to myself. I want to prove that I can actually do this and like actually, oh, get back here. Gosh dang it. I didn't think okay. I thought they didn't know you were coming, but that's fine, I guess. I think I can run on this. Yeah, and then I think I can... Oh. Hey, it's Hulk! Oh, that was close. He's gonna... Hold on. Where's my map? Oh. After Wind Waker, I just lost track of Zelda games. Not sure why until Link's Awakening remake. They're all great. They're all so great. And honestly, I'm just prepping for Silent Hill F. Right. Look, man. I have said this before. If Darkwood had been first person or third person, I would not have been able to play it. The fact that it was top down changed everything, because there are some creatures, like they're all creepy, but in the fourth area, in the swamp, there are some creatures that I wouldn't even let Charlotte see. I was like, nope. It's wizard. You're a wizard, wolf. Or you're a wolf wizard, I guess. You know what? But I can certainly appreciate, I can absolutely appreciate all the work and the energy that goes into creating a game like Silent Hill F. And it's funny because I used to watch my brother play Silent Hill games. I really loved watching him play Silent Hill games, actually. We really enjoyed it. And I used to be able to watch him. Not anymore. I get way too freaked out. I cannot handle... Where am I trying to get to? Not there. There. Here. Can I just... I feel like this is taking... Okay. 1, 2... Oh, I can make it over there. Maybe. Oh. Wait. What direction? This direction? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, it's fine. I put these things down here and then I am not even following them. Oh, I need these. Will that last? Will that go that far? Wasn't this where I just... Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's up there. Okay, I understand. Wow. It was a struggle. It's a massive struggle bus. I got my Flego in the mail. Yeah, check it out. Hold on. I got the Mechanical Beast It literally looks like it could be a Lego set. I mean, like looking at the pieces, I'm like, those look like Legos. I also feel like Flego has come a long way. I feel like for a while there, it was like, oh, nothing compares to Lego. But after a while, it's like, well, Lego is by far the best. But if you can't get Lego, it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to decide what acoustic panels / boards to order and looking for galvanized steel-friendly paint. Whoa, that is a whole lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Oh. There's this. Collaboration. Have you ever played a Zelda game? Zelda is the best. I love it. In my humble but correct opinion. Oh, I totally could have done this before, but I didn't. Oh. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm never letting a Deku scrub kill me ever again. Death by Deku scrub is probably one of my, like, most shameful deaths in any Zelda game I've ever played. A Deku scrub. It's terrible. Still nothing that compares. Just wait, you'll feel the difference when you put it together. That doesn't surprise me. I probably will. And I mean, it doesn't have like an insane amount of positive reviews, but I was like, I mean, it was worth it. And you know what? It's Amazon. So if it's really that bad, I can just send it back. I don't, what? The fly is in your room? Okay, well, he's not gonna hurt you, baby. And it's almost time for you to come out of your room anyway. Okay. We are going, I think I know where we're going. Yeah, just get it. We had friends over to play all day today, and I was planning on putting them out on the trampoline with, you know, like the, what's it called? The hose. But it was cloudy all day, and it was cloudy all morning. So I was like, well, I guess, oh, we better move out the way because I don't want him to cream me. But we had friends over all morning, and it was really fun. I'm trying to be better at inviting friends over for the girls to play with that are roughly around their age, because it gets really hard when it's just the two of us all the time. But, oh, guess what we decide? Guess who is the coolest mom? Okay. I am definitely gonna flex right now. So since we got a projector, we've been watching Hilda episodes in my bed, in my room. But yesterday we moved the projector into Charlotte's room, and we projected a big giant dragon from the Wings of Fire series on her wall, and we're sketching it on her wall because I am going to help her paint it on her wall. And I'm the coolest mom. And as I was sketching it, I was like, this may have been a mistake because this is so much work. Oh my gosh. Can you go like 5 more minutes? Just 5 more minutes. Why? Because there's a fly in your... Okay. All right. Okay, wait. Fun game called Get the Fly. In Sweden, we have an advanced Lego Techno, and curious, do you have the same, and what might it be called? Like, I built an F1 car called Techno with gear shifts and stuff like it. It's called Technic. Is it owned by Lego? Where's Lego based out of? Is Lego based out of Denmark? I've been to Legoland in Denmark, actually. We couldn't understand anything, but I have been there. It's owned by Lego. Okay. Hey, it's Mud. Happy Monday, Mud. Happy Mud Day. Okay. Ahead is Lanayru Mine. It is there that I will solve the mystery of the time shift stones. Who? Can I jump up there? Yes, I can. Okay. Look at his hair. My name is Golo, and I am researching the legend of the 3 dragons, one of which is said to live here. At first glance, it would seem that there is nothing in this area, but I know there is something here. Well, yeah, duh. Look at the rock wall behind you. So your name is Lonk. Yeah, he does. Not the easiest name to say, is it? And how about you, Lonk? Why are you here? Question mark. You are looking for a sacred flame? That sounds like something I've heard of before, but maybe not. He's like, I could be making that up. I read something about it in ancient scrolls that spoke of the Lanayru Sand Sea. Oh, the Sand Sea. That's right, we're going to the ship. Oh, I love the ship. But you can get to Lanayru Sand Sea if you just go straight through here. Who locked that place, that area? Who did that? Oh. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I'm sitting here going, I've got to freaking find a key in the middle of this desert. I'm just going to sit here for a second. Excavating? I mean, I can throw bombs at rock walls. The thing is, these research stakes can get really expensive, but they can also be lucrative. Any interest in investing 10? Sure, have 10 rupees. He just keeps going. He's so excited. Okay, let me get my tiny one out of quiet time and get her set up with her her screens and stuff. I gotta get out of my... Yeah, but I don't... Ooh, are you okay? Okay, will you bring me the iPad, please? You did great. She just pushed the baby gate over and then she went, I did it. I'm like, great. Bring me the iPad and I'll get you set up and then we can continue. So it's not through he, oh no, it's not. Is he asleep? Oh my gosh, I've never seen that before. Of course he is, poor kid, he's exhausted. What? How do I, oh. No, let me see the iPad. Bring me the iPad. Hey, it's Scarecrow! So this is more a symbolic baby gate. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if I really wanted to tighten it, I could. What would you like to watch? Okay. There you go, love bug. Now leave me alone. Wait, the what? You can see the place where this tunnel leads, and then you need to go. Okay? The Sand Sea. I love this place. I love this whole desert. Everything about it. I love it. The Sand Sea. Except the boss to the Sandship. Like they missed an opportunity. It's okay, it's fine. All right, ta-ta, cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye. That parrot? Oh, the pirate, yeah. True. Or Omega is an incredible. She was like, I can do it. And she pushed it over and she went, did it. Great. I'm never safe. She can open doors. She can push down baby gates. I'm never safe. The only thing she can't do is unlock one of those baby gate thingy-majigs that you, or the doorknob thing that you put on a doorknob. Yeah, she can't do that. So that is my only hope. Okay. I think I remember. Where are you? Oh, dang. Okay. All right. So our goal is to traverse the Sand Sea. I feel like there's a map involved. maybe a small robot. I think so. I feel like Lego, well, I don't know. I feel like Lego looks mostly the same. Well, their bricks and everything look the same. Oh my God. Can I like, you know what? I was gonna, do I have like a vacuum? I can suck him up. I'm thinking of Slime Rancher. That's what Charlotte told me to play last night. She was like, Mama, you're done playing sad games. You're done playing games that don't make you feel good. Play Slime Rancher. And I was like, I think you're right. But I was like, look, man, I was looking to prove something to myself, and I did. I'm not sad about it. I'm really proud of myself for how far I came, because the first time I played Darkwood, I was absolutely terrified all the time. It made for great streaming. Lots and lots of jump scares. It was great, lots and lots of moments, but it was also long. Like it was a long game to stream because I didn't really know where I was going or what I was doing, and it was a long trek. But now that I kind of knew where I was going and I knew how to be prepared, that helps a lot. But the first time you play, there's no way for you to be prepared, so you just kind of have to go. You just kind of have to go along with it. And that makes him come alive with his little robot mustache. His hands are oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. We like sail it. Hey, it's Chiron! Yeah, now we're channeling Wind Waker. It's like they put a little bit of everything in here. Who are you? Bzzzt. Some human worm. Who am I? Who am I? I am the proud skipper of the ship that protects Nehru's flame. Wait, what? I'm the proud skipper of the ship that protects Nehru's flame. Are we talking about this little boat right here? No, no. We're talking about the big ship. Foo-weep. My crew and I were navigating the seas as usual, and then those brutes, the pirates, suddenly attacked us. They were after Nehru's flame. My crew was imprisoned, and I was thrown into the sea. And then you washed up here. Yes. We got a little boat. Okay, so he was on the original ship. Got it. It haunts me, wondering where my ship could be. So he's technically the captain of that ship? I think I forgot that. I'd bet my hat they've turned the ship invisible and are hiding out somewhere. Why not? In order to protect Nehru's flame, the ship has a function that allows it to become invisible. You say you're searching for Nehru's flame? Oh, so you need Nehru's flame. How many times can we say Nehru's flame? To find someone important to you? In that case, you should help me search for my ship and crew. Done it. I did. I was able to redeem it. I just prefer to get games there instead of Steam if the price is comparable. Okay, so, but in order for me to play it, I have to have their gameplay, right? It's not a Steam game, right? I have to play it. Do I just install it on my computer and play it like I would a Steam game? I'm assuming that's how that works. I did redeem it, but I've never used it before, so I was like, is this supposed to go into my Steam library? Or I didn't think so, but I did. Is it Nehru? Oh, I thought it was Nehru. This would not be the first time I've mispronounced something Zelda that I've thought all my life I had it right, and then I was wrong. I remember the release and many, this is not Zelda. Oh, wait, for, what is it? I feel like I can just play it. If I can just play it on my computer, I can just capture the screen. Which is what I've had to do with Level Devil, because for whatever reason, it won't sync the cloud saves. Say they're synced, but they're not. My Steam Deck thinks we've only done 2 of the doors, whereas on my computer, it knows that we're like almost at the end of World 2. Whatever, it is what it is. Oh, a sea chart. Skipper's Retreat sounds really fun, but I feel like it's not fun. I feel like it's crawling with enemies. Because that's what happens when you leave a place for ages. I mean, like, how long ago was this? Okay, L to move, B while moving to speed up. Okay. Press ZR to get the to ready the cannon, and then press ZR again to fire it. Oh, you can add it to Steam. You just play it directly on your computer. You can use GOG Galaxy, which is like the Steam client, but it's not required. Oh, well then easy peasy, man. Yeah, I greatly appreciate it. I'm excited because I like little games like that as nice little palate cleansers after we've done something for a really long time. I have always wanted to play it. I've always heard great things. So I really appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Okay, wait. Hulk, what are you playing right now? Are you playing this game? Oh, see, VT says Wind Waker is the best Zelda. See, I played it late. Of course, this boat also has stamina because it's a boat. We can only go so fast before the boat gets tired. What? I think that's it. I think that's Skipper's Retreat up there. Oh yeah, because here's the dock. That's easy. Just the whole mechanic of the time zones, the time stones, so awesome. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I did that with Inside this weekend. It was nice to be done with something in 2 days. Yeah, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need a game. Well, it was like Wolf said with Kana. He was like, I remember being like, oh, this is kind of short. But I was like, you know what? I kind of love that. Because some games you don't necessarily need to pour in 70 hours to have a good time. And that's okay. Was that the first time you ever played Inside? I loved Inside. It was bananas, but it was great. I loved it. I love that. All the games that developer, all the games that studios come out with, I've loved. Cocoon, Inside, Limbo, and I mean, they're kind of dark. Have you seen, if you've played Limbo, you should watch the YouTube video Limbo with a flashlight. It's great. It's good. Of course your shack is all the way at the very top. Can you like not fly like you're a robot? Do you have a rocket pack? Can we just... Oh, that's right. He's got to hang out in the time stone situation, so he can't even go there with me. If you don't want to use GOG Galaxy, just get the game's offline installer in your game library on their website. Okay, got it. I'll have to do that after. What else was I trying to do? I was trying to... Alexa, stop, please. I was trying to do something. There was something with sound. And now I don't remember what it was. Oh, I was trying, I still have yet to figure out how to make sound work, like how to stream. So when I was playing Control on Discord, not that I'm streaming a game on Discord on weekends right now, but I was trying to figure out how to stream this OBS scene to Discord with sound. And I got it to work for the first couple times I streamed Control to Discord, but then it just stopped working. So then I started using Elgato, but then we started having sound issues with Elgato's capture software. Like, I know there's a way, but I just haven't taken the time. It's John. Yeah, I've never heard of GOG, but, I mean, whatever, man. Any way I can play a game. Can I, like, roll it to you? Take that. Oh, I guess I could've, well, that's okay. Take that, I guess. I just loved the idea, and still do, of this whole area being all it used to be water, and then you have to traverse it in a boat, but you use the time stone, so it's only a little puddle where you're driving. It's just, I don't know, I loved it. I thought it was really cool. But the what are they called? The deserts are always my favorite. I don't know why, they just are. I can't explain it. Uppercut to the face. I can't wait to send you a bunch of GOG games from the 90s for you to get weirded out by. Did the acronym for the name come first? I think it stands for Good Old Games, right? Isn't that what it is? Did you like Inside, Chain? Have you played Limbo? I found, because I'd played Limbo first, the puzzles in Inside were slightly easier. And my sister played Inside first, and when she played Limbo second, she said, I felt the same way. Like, I had a harder time with Inside, because I played it first, but then when I played Limbo afterward, I feel like it was easier for me to do. So whatever one you play first allows you to play the second one, and you can get back into the mind space of those puzzles and be like, okay, this is how they do puzzles. But Cocoon was totally different, like completely different. That didn't go with Cocoon. That's the whole point of GOG, is that there's zero DRM, no launcher, no nothing. You love games with snow locations? Not me. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like you know what? That's interesting. I've never thought about it, but yeah, I feel like I'm down with snow locations. Most of the time. Honestly, the one that just popped into my head is the one in Xenoblade. Ugh. I just blew up the... Oh, okay. I thought I blew up the cactus. I did not. Listen, I played some weird games in the 90s on my dad's Mac computer. Pendrana Drifts, yes. Why did I think of... What is it? Mount Valak. Mount Valak. Ah! Mount Valak. That's the name I think it is. How did I stabbed him and it didn't do anything? Where are we going? I have played some weird games. Because my dad never had a PC, so we never had things like Chips Challenge or anything. We had wackadoo games like where you were a paper airplane and you had to make it from one side of the screen to the other without touching the floor. I think I was supposed to catch that. I don't know. GOG also seeks to preserve games. They have a development team that take the liberty of updating old games they license to ensure they work on new hardware. It's a really great platform. I've never heard of it. Wait, you can gift people games on GOG. That's exactly what Chiron did, right? CD Projekt Red? Wait. Steam is owned by Valve. GOG is owned by CD Projekt, who made The Witcher. Oh. Good Old Games is the old name. Now they're just great old games. Oh, look at him. He's ready. I don't know how to fight this guy. Can I like rip that off of... Whoops. Can I like... No, okay, all right. I was trying to think outside the box. Can I grab it off with that? Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's reconsider. Can you not come across the bridge all the way? Can I like blow your face? No. Susie, of course not. I don't want to get knocked clean off the thing. Okay. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button to jump. How do you jump? Careful! Stay back! I'm gonna play my harp at you! Don't do it! Don't even think! I'm armed! Somebody mark that. My gosh. I couldn't remember how to jump. How do you jump? Okay. Oh my gosh. I legitimately don't know how to do this. Oh, I did push the wrong button again! Okay. Thanks, Scarecrow. Woo! Yeah, we did it! Just run. Oh, you. Everybody's after me. The Sproutcast. Ooh, that makes me want more. I'll get more in a second. Can he not come over the... He's like, well, that's a lost cause. You know what, guys? I'm really bad at fighting in this game. Like, I'm pretty bad. I apologize to everybody. I find myself more often than not just choosing to... Oh, that's new. Okay. I think I got him. Okay. Am I supposed to, like... Okay, got it. You can gift games on GOG. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because that's how Chiron gifted me a short hike. What am I looking for? Those things. Are we flying up that way? Yeah, we are. Why, Skipper? Why do you live up here? I mean, like, seriously, why do you live up here? How do you even get up here? Maybe if there's a time stone, maybe there's like, I don't know. Are there bridges that have just fallen over time? Like what? Why? How would he? How would he live up here, Skipper? I don't believe you. I mean, obviously he's got to live up here. He's got a sea chart. I'm gonna play my harp menacingly at you. Okay. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Oh, I think he goes like over the thing. Can you Z-target those? Is it called Z-targeting in this game? Where are you going? For real though, he can't live up there. There's no way. He doesn't even have feet. He just hovers on the ground. I think I'm supposed to catch those bugs or not. Okay. Oh. His house looks like him. Can you imagine living in a house? Susie at Beans. Susie Beans. Biscuits. Actually, it's Susie at Biscuits. Is all that's up here cicadas? Okay, all right, ready? I'm getting better at that because the first time it was rough. Gotta slow it down. That bug is so big. I'm too far. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh! Link. Look. Calm down. Chill your footsteps. Chill your footsteps. Good heavens. Okay, this does make sense. It's been forever. So obviously everything is covered in a thick layer of sand. What did Auden call these? Lobsters. He definitely loves the sea. Look at him. He's got pictures of and
25 rounds.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's Lindsay. Oh yeah. I love guessing who it is based on the chat command they put first in chat. Every time Susie jumps off a high place, I keep waiting for her to deploy her parasail. I'm really bad at that, actually. I'm so bad at that, actually, that I try to wait until the last second and the game won't let me. Because at the beginning, Zelda's like, it would be really cool if you would wait until the last second to pull the parasail out. They don't even let you do that. The game automatically is like, please don't die. Pull it out, come on. So I try to be cool with my parasail and the game won't let me. Unlike Breath of the Wild, which will absolutely just let you fall. They're like, well, that's on you. What does a robot keep in a dresser? Oh, it's been free on what? Is it called islets or islets? I know that's a dumb question, but I'm legitimately asking because like I feel like, is it free on Steam or is it on Xbox Game Pass, which I don't have? Oh, do I have that on my wish list? I actually don't think I have that on my wish list. I should, did I put it on my wish list? I can't remember. Islets. Islets. No, yeah, is, no. No, it's not. What? Dude, I already did that. See, and this is what happens then. There are people that use the same thing whenever they come into chat, and I get to a point where I'm like, oh, I'll bet that's Lizzie, or I bet that's Z Collector, or that's Wolf. And then suddenly somebody else will use it, and I'll be like, oh, that's, oh. And it totally keeps you on my toes. I think it's back. Why did she tell me about that? Oh, they're all back.
Hi, I'm VT.
Maybe she's like, hey, if you need cicadas, here is your opportunity. Slow it down, buddy. Catching bugs. Hey, Lou, thanks for the lurk. It's good to see you. Oh, that was lame. I don't want to knock over my Dr. Pepper, because we all know that would be a tragedy. That was close, but I did it. It is okay. Okay, we're gonna ride down. There's a goddess thing there. So there are easy ways to get down, but seriously, this skipper can't live here. There's no way. I think he murdered the person that lives here. Why am I? Okay, I need that. I need to get over there. Could never guess who it was if I used that each time. Using what? VT? Hi, I'm VT. Well, yeah, and then of course, if I give only permissions to certain people to use those chat commands, now that I think about it, it's like, well, duh, it's gonna be that person. But if everybody has the opportunity to use those chat commands, it's like, oh, well, who is it? Keeping Susie on her toes. Want this goddess cube. Secret, secret, secret. What does that robot keep in his dresser? Me, is that supposed to be like, how is a raven like a writing desk? Well, why would he need... I mean... Well, I can't parasail down there because you can't control your parasail. You know what I'm saying? You can't move it around. Not like in Breath of the Wild. You can only pull it out when you're going downward, like, and not forward. You know what I'm saying? Okay, wait, what did Magtastic say? In my defense, I only know hello because I'm an old man who doesn't understand the newfangled contraptions. Hello? Where did I get that? I don't even remember where I got that. It's been a hot minute since I remember that in Portal for some reason. I think that's where that came from, was Portal. Wow, Skipper, that was a lot of time taken to go and find your thing. Goodness gracious. I really like the look of islets, whatever it is. So I really, is it, wait a minute. Is it side scrolling? Can't remember. As you are around no 1 year elder, you have no excuse. Fantastic's not old. None of us are old. Oh, dang. The shipyard is at this location. The what? I thought we were just going to find the ship. Don't you just like run around and look for the Oh, I don't remember this. Small annoyance. I'm currently going to physical therapy twice a week, and for some reason, I have to complete all the check-in paperwork that is the same for every single appointment. What? Listen, y'all, I legit don't understand what they do with that paperwork. Nate Bargatze does a bit on like about this because he's like, are you guys just burning the paperwork, or like, can I take this home with me? Because it's like, Andrew and I've talked about this too. It's like, what are they doing with the paperwork? Because they will have you fill out all the paperwork, and then the doctor will still ask you all the same questions when you come into the room, and they'll ask you what pharmacy you want to use. And then when they come into the room, they'll still ask you what pharmacy you want to use. And then when when the nurse takes you in, she'll be like, and what pharmacy are we using? This pharmacy. And then when the doctor comes in, he'll be like, and what pharmacy are we using? I filled this out on the paperwork when I first got here. Why are we asking this question? Again, 3 times. Oh. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. It doesn't make any sense. The fact that they ask you to fill out the sick... Can we just run them over? Heck yes, we can. Oh. Boom. If they make you fill out the same... That is insane. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. Have you asked them? What do they tell you? That's weird. I don't think I've ever heard of that happening. When you're going somewhere regularly, I don't remember this. Oh, wait. I think I remember those. But we must not find... we must not find the ship here, though, because I remember going around and, like, looking for the ship. Like, you have to find it. And I think you have to hit it with your cannon a bunch of times. So obviously the ship isn't here. Sheepo or Crypt Custodian over Islets. All Metroidvanias made by the same solo dev. Solo dev, really? Props to them. I remember watching Control Freak play some Crypt Custodian, and I liked the look of it. I've never heard of Sheepo, but I did like the look of Crypt Custodian. That just seemed like something right up my alley. I think it's to verify and to ensure that everyone has the information and to change sociopathic liars. Maybe. That is really odd though, because I feel like my mom was in physical therapy and didn't have to fill out that paperwork every single time she went in there. Maybe it depends on the physical therapy office. The best is when they do online check-in and you fill it out online and then they give it to you on paper when you get there. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. We gotta finish that. Well, we were gonna watch another episode of Hilda last night. We can't watch it on the TV because then Auden will want to come out of her room and watch it. And it's too scary for Auden. I've been told it's too scary for Auden. I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet, but Charlotte says it's creepy. And so she was like, Auden can't watch it. And I said, okay, the first couple episodes have been fine. Haven't had any issues. But the projector's in Charlotte's room. So I was like, dude, we gotta finish your dragon tonight. And then Auden was like, I want a dragon on my wall. And I said, well, I wasn't planning on doing a dragon on your wall. I was gonna do something like Bluey or Peppa Pig or something like that on your wall. And she was like, no, I want a dragon. And I thought, no, you don't. You just want a dragon right now. But I think if I were to ask you like tomorrow what you want on your wall. So we have a half sketched dragon on Charlotte's wall. They need glasses. Bowling for Liz Alphos. They sure aren't very far away from it. But it also did not. Oh, then they saw me. They were like, oh man, that's the freaking tool that... Yep, just knocked over my Dr. Pepper, but nothing spilled. It's fine. That's the freaking guy that, like, Oh, I hate fighting two of you at the same time. There's hardly anything in that can. That's good. Oh my gosh. I got a lizard tail. Boom. Could you do dragon on my wall with a projector? How to Train Your Dragon is a great movie. Bad news, as predicted. It's the exact same movie. Wait. Oh. No, it releases this Friday, right? It releases this Friday. Okay, so wait. How to Train Your Dragon is a great movie. Bad news, as predicted. It's the exact same movie. So it's almost shot for shot. Like the live action is almost shot for the animated one. I don't know. I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to take the girls to see it. But I will say, I think I will like see, yeah, money. I think they wanted to keep Gerard Butler as stoic. Whoa. Much like the reason they've decided to do this live action Moana so soon is because The Rock wants to be Maui, probably. Not that I know that personally. But I am kind of looking forward to seeing the big giant dragon at the end. I think that will be fun. But ultimately, I don't think it's, I think it was an odd choice. I'm like, of all, I don't know. I don't have any problem with them doing live action remakes, but I feel like they're closing the gap on when the movies are released. So it's like, okay, well, yes, it's a cool movie, but like give it like 30 years or 20 years when technology is even better, so much better that it can look practically, like even more real. But I just feel like How to Train Your Dragon hasn't been out that long. Neither has Moana. So I don't know. Their choices on what to remake as a live action. I'm also like, well, why didn't you just make it a live action in the first place? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. But the girls really want to go see it. And has anybody seen the Lilo and Stitch? Oh, that just opens. Oh, we have to actually, I did not read the instructions. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. This is like Gringotts. I'm supposed to lean in the what? The opposite direction? Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. I am so confused. Am I not supposed to? I thought I was leaning the opposite direction. I should have read the instructions. Oh my gosh. I would have preferred How to Train Your Dragon 4 be live action. Oh, that's a really interesting point. So like, clearly we love this series. So let's have this animated one, another animated. Now we're gonna do a live action because people just really, really love it. That's a really, you know what? I'm kind of with you. Oh, good luck with grading, Mactastic. And diplomatically tell students they are not doing a good job without telling them they are not doing a good job. Oh, I watched my dad struggle with that. I agree with you. Hey, it's Doom! Wait, I've been having issues with chat, but Optimus Prime or Megatron would be good for a bedroom wall. What was I gonna? Well, what I want to do is I have a big giant, a huge, picture frame that my mother-in-law found with just some lame kind of not my style art piece inside it. But it's this big giant picture frame with glass in it. And what I want to do is put the Hollow Knight map inside it. So that's what I want to put on my wall. But I feel like my girls, gosh, Charlotte hasn't even, Charlotte hasn't even, she hasn't even seen Transformers. Although we did go on the ride together. We went on the Transformers ride together at Islands of Adventure or whatever. And she didn't love those dark box rides as much as I did. She wanted like real thrills. And I was like, that's fine. I'm a foot off the ground. I'm happy with that. Totally happy with that. To the construction bay. Isn't that where we want to go? I guess there's nowhere else. But I'm kind of with you. Like, I feel like I'm also tired of the obvious cash grab. Instead of coming up with new ideas that could potentially maybe fail, I understand, like they do, bye John, thanks for being here. They obviously fall back on something that they know will make money, but ultimately we all know what's going on. Like, we know that you're just trying to, it's just a fail safe. I would prefer more original stories. And there are so many original stories out there, and there's so many people that can write original stories, but they just, for some reason, see, I would never ride this. This is a terrible, this sounds awful. I hate this idea of writing this situation. Oh, but now I have to like make decisions. Oh, of like where I'm going. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we gotta turn. Oh, it's so stressful. It's coming, it's too fast. Oh, now we're going Donkey Kong. Oh my gosh, this is too stressful. Oh! I think we're gonna make it, maybe. How do we have the momentum to do this? I ask you. My gosh, did I just go back the way I came? I don't even know where I'm going. Too fast, too fast. I can't handle this pressure. I hope that's the construction bay, because that's where we're going. Oh, I bet there was probably a secret out there somewhere, but you know what? It's fine. It's not worth it, because I cannot make heads or tails of where I was just going. Also, not to open a can of worms, but the drama around the dumpster fire that was the Snow White remake just adds to the terribleness of these live action remakes. Well, that's kind of how I feel. Like, I'm like, you know that this causes so much controversy. It doesn't do anybody any favors, because you get sides that just absolutely abhor the live action remake, and then they just tear it to shreds on social media and stuff like that. So I don't even know why they keep making these live action remakes, but they must make enough money to make it worth it. I don't really know. I have no idea. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. And there is no ship. Yeah, oh! Yeah, okay. I remember this now. I do. I remember. I didn't know why it wouldn't be a better idea to re-release the original in theaters, maybe with improved visuals. I know, it's like, I would love to go see How to Train Your Dragon in theaters again. Maybe in like IMAX, or maybe in like, maybe in like a 4D theater? I mean, yeah, I feel like there's... Wait, the animated one? Where Chris Evans, I think, did the voice? Because The Lion King made 1 billion. Oh, the live action one did? Well, there you go, Mr. Krabs. Money. Lindsay was right. I don't know, but I'm also not really a movie person. I don't know. I'm not really a movie goer, but maybe I would be if there were more movies that I actually felt like, oh yeah, see, freaking this clown. Recycled boss number 1. How much do I have to blow you off, my main man? I wonder what this is. Yeah, okay. Oh! I'm so bad. Oh, oh, oh. Oh yeah, we've got like this circus music. I forget about this. Do we? I forgot. We've done this before, but I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, like, he's just minding his own business. Like, I'm sorry, maybe he can stay? No, he can't. He's big and no. It's kind of like at girls' camp. We found 2 copperhead snakes and there were girls that were like, don't kill them, let them go, let them live. And I was like, do you want to pick up this snake and go let it go in the forest? Yeah, I didn't think so. They're like, well, no, I don't want to touch it. I'm like, well, okay. Then, come on. Now I'm supposed to, now I'm supposed to find you. Yes, that is one of my biggest complaints, is the fact that there were so many missed opportunities they had where it was like, well, you could have just come up with a whole new boss. Why did you recycle bosses? It doesn't make any sense, but it's okay. It's fine. He's like that spider. I love that the sound that like little blowy thing makes. It's like behind this insane, giant, massive creature. Oh. Ooh, that took 3 hearts. Oh, no. Oh, that was good. Get him. No. Is he harder this time around? Or did I just get lucky the first time? I think I just got lucky. Oh, you kind of... Oh, my gosh. Clean off your own dirt, bug. I think they need to make a video game where you can sneak through the boss room without waking up the boss. You get the reward without the fight. I actually kind of agree with that. Especially in this game where all the bosses are like recycled. I know. I'm not really sure. I would love to hear their decision behind that. And be like, so... were you guys just tired of designing bosses? Or like... why is those things? Because ultimately... well, and realistically, why did they even send you here? I don't like that. Why did they even send you here? You don't get anything from it. I thought you at least got some sort of reward, but I guess you don't. So that's very odd. Why did they even send you to this whole area? This area just seems like fluff at this point, because it's like, well, I didn't even get... this could be scary, but we have to head to the stronghold of the pirates who stole my ship. Wait, stronghold? Wow, I don't remember any of this. Bellows jar is the inspiration for electric vehicle noise. You hear this little while you're like hearing this weird circus music and it just doesn't make any sense. Also, I feel like this is loud in my ears. I'm gonna turn it down just a tiny bit. There we go. She used a Hollywood platform to promote a Twitter talking point. Critical error. Oh, the actress? Yeah. I mean, I guess without, like, obviously... I am so confused. I legitimately just thought we went around and found the ship. I mean, even if you disagree with certain things, or even if you... like, even if you maybe disagree with, like, a director, or you disagree with... I mean, I don't know. You still signed a contract saying that you were going to work for this movie and you were going to promote this movie. And so to go and promote the movie, but then talk about how bad the original is, like, it just doesn't look good. It really just doesn't look good. And then to go on social media and cry when people are angry with the things that you're saying on a public platform, it just looks really, really childish. And I'm sure that's probably what Disney was thinking. They were like, oh my gosh, we would really love it if you could just promote the movie and just be, you know, this is your job. And I understand that not everybody agrees with Disney's views on things, and not everybody agrees with, you know, whether or not the first movie was a great movie or whatever. But if it's your job to promote this movie and you're going to just trash talk the original and say, well, the original came out in this time and obviously it looks like this and it shouldn't be this way, and it was, you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't look good. It just looks really selfish and entitled is what it really looks like. And people are, I mean, celebrities are already, oh, I went the wrong direction. I was like, that looks like Skipper's, what's his hideout? Retreat? Hideout. Hangout? Hi. Come give me a hug. Hi, little cutie doodie. Little pumpkin doodle. You feel warm. Warm. Disney could print money by re-releasing animated classics every few years, or like re-releasing them or putting them in like theaters for a while to be able to re-experience them on the big screen, because there are a lot of us, most of us never got to see a Disney movie, like one of the Disney classics, in the theaters, or if we did, we don't remember it. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why they've taken the route they've taken. It doesn't really make any sense. Just because you have views on things doesn't mean you have to broadcast them and then tie them to the success of an unrelated commercial property you're involved in. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I have a lot of, I have a, oh, speaking of Disney, let me see this. I bought Auden a new water bottle, and I went the Disney princess route because that was probably, they had Bluey, and then they had a bunch of other things that I just didn't really feel like were going to speak to Auden. And so she had to give up her Trolls water bottle because it was so hashed. And I was like, I'll get you a new one. And she was so excited about the Disney princess one. So I feel like that was a win. That was a win for sure. But see, this is the problem with social media, though, and we've talked about this before, but this is the problem with it, is the fact that it makes everyone feel like they now have a platform and that their opinion matters. When in reality, not everybody's opinion matters. We don't have to know everybody's opinion. And when you're an actress, it feels even worse when it's an actress that is so far removed from what most people experience as reality, because they are really, because they're really wealthy, or because, they don't struggle with the same problems that a lot of middle-class Americans struggle with, or middle-class people struggle with. And so for them to use their status as an opportunity to try and like be some sort of vigilante or something, it's like, you don't have a clue what regular people are like, how we're living and how people are getting by and how people can't afford things. And so you taking to social media and saying that this is wrong or bad or whatever your opinion is, it just looks really, really bad and entitled, and it just looks selfish because you don't have a freaking clue what people are going through. It's totally clueless. So that's the problem with social media, because then you also, there are many problems, but then you also have regular people. It only contributes to this main character mentality of being like, well, anybody can make a social media, like be on social media now. And so everybody feels like their opinion matters. So that's why the YouTube comment section turns into the cesspool that it can be on some videos. And that's why people make rude comments too, because I've received plenty of rude comments on my videos, or because people make dumb comments that are very directly like, well, why doesn't this benefit me in any way? It's like, well, what? Why did you even watch the video if you're not even into this? You know what I mean? So it's turned a lot of people into, kind of given them narcissistic kind of traits, because everybody feels like their opinion matters. And then they go and make all these videos. And then unfortunately, a lot of people, it takes off. And then they gain these platforms because a lot of people like them or like their content or whatever. And then they turn that into a way to become political or whatever. And it's like, dude, you make silly videos for a living. And not to say that you can't have your opinions, but you're getting a little too full of yourself. Not everybody needs a podcast. Not everybody's opinion is right. First, as well, just because you have an opinion on something doesn't mean it's the right opinion. You know, you could be wrong about your thoughts, or you could be misinformed on your thoughts, but it's kind of dangerous. I have to be careful. There are actually a lot of people that have started podcasts on YouTube and stuff about the church. And I find I've got to be really careful, because what happens is maybe you start a podcast and maybe it starts out really great, but then you start to grow and you get this big following, and maybe your content is really great in the beginning, but then you start to kind of get a little full of yourself and be like, well, my opinion really matters, and I've got all these followers that take what I say as gospel. And it's like, okay, but we need to be careful that we don't get big-headed and we don't lose sight of reality, right? Because anybody can become a star, right, with social media, and I think that's kind of a scary thought, actually. Lindsay says, as a general rule, I do not contradict or engage in disagreements with philosophy professors. I don't engage in comment sections. I just very rarely do I bring up anything, because I know it's just asking for a fight. It's been a problem for years. When I was in high school, some politician's wife lived for 6 months on the state assistance to prove it could be done. But she started with a paid off house, paid off car, and fully stocked pantry. She did not prove anything except she was lacking brain cells. Well, I remember everybody got really upset when Gal Gadot did that song when she was singing, you know, imagine there's no heaven or whatever. And all the different movie stars got together as everybody on the, like, was struggling through the lockdown, trying to afford things, not being able to work, trying to figure out childcare, working from home with our kids home, not being able to send our kids to school. And now here's like beautiful Gal Gadot being like, just believe everything will be fine. Imagine that we're all together. I'm like, you don't have a freaking idea what's happening here. You can hang out in your big giant mansion. And I can honestly say this because my cousin was one of them. And like, my cousin is totally removed from reality, and she's really nice and she has good intentions, but she just doesn't understand what it's like to live in a regular life. Yeah. The easiest way to make $1 million is to start with $1 million. It's insane. So social media has encouraged a lot of narcissistic behavior. People get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 followers, and then they think their opinions are like totally matter. And it's like, well, not really. Like, I have my opinions, but I certainly don't expect you guys to take what I say as something that's like, you know, these are simply my opinions. I simply parent the way I parent. I believe the things I believe, but I'm also, and I'm an advocate for love and appreciation and compassion. But I certainly do not feel like I have. That's why every time I say something about parenting, I'm always like, this is just how I do things. I'm not saying other people have to do things that way, because everybody has different opinions. I just feel like it can become such a slippery slope. And so you get these people like the lead in Snow White that take to their platform and feel like their opinion matters and feel like they can say whatever they want. A lot of it also kind of comes down to, I feel like a lot in our society now is a lot of people want to be, they just don't seem to understand that their actions have consequences. And so a lot of the entitlement we see online, people are just like, well, that happens to other people, but I'm not gonna get into trouble and I can do what I want. You see a lot of young people that do these stupid things. Like, you see these YouTubers do these dumb pranks, and then they get into trouble and they're like, it was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank. And it's like, well, welcome to consequences. You can't just do whatever you want and not have consequences. That's going to happen. And so this actress from Snow White is just receiving the consequences of her actions. That's all that's happening here. And she's not happy about it. But you can make your choices, but you can't choose your consequences. When you're gonna act that way, you're gonna get backlash, and you're gonna have people that don't appreciate it, and you're gonna look kind of like an idiot on social media. Sorry. I don't remember any of this. I thought we just found the ship. This is where I came in. Oh, there's an open door over there. Okay. I think a lot of young people these days just don't think bad things will or don't think that they will, like I said, like YouTubers, you know? I remember Anders seeing a video, or he said he saw this video where, you know, some guy was doing a, they were doing a prank or something where some little girl got hurt because, or no, they were doing a prank because they were doing like the little girl standing in like the elevator or something. Like they turned all the lights out on the elevator, and then they like freaked people out by making this little girl appear in the elevator. And I think she actually got hit because she, like, some guy, instead of running and getting scared, he freaking punched her or something. And it was like, well, that is what happens when you make dumb choices to put a child in a situation where you don't know how people are going to react. These are consequences, and you have to be really careful about the pranks that you do online because you just don't know how people are going to react. Or somebody was doing one where they were like, I think there was a guy that was trying to pretend to be a bush on the side of the street, and he was reaching out with branches and he was scaring people, and he accidentally scared a girl that clearly had special needs, or maybe was like maybe somewhere on the autism spectrum and had like sensory issues or something, and she just started screaming in the street, and he felt awful and he was apologizing, and I think her parents were walking a little in front of her or a little behind her or something, and like, what an awful situation to have. You just don't know where people are, and you got to be really careful when it comes to like pulling pranks on people. And these kids are like, well, it was a prank, and it's like, it doesn't matter. You need to be careful and think before you do things like that, because you could really affect somebody. You could really hurt someone. You could really affect somebody's mental, like they may not be in the best mental state. Like, we got to be careful, and we need to remember that our actions, no matter what, will have consequences. They will have consequences because every action has a consequence. So, I don't know, that's kind of... Chiron says, actually, I have very much taken to heart not arguing with people on the internet, unless there's a rare case that we already understand that we're not going to convince each other. Real life relationships matter more than this social media garbage. Lots of people seem to have forgotten that. I agree. I feel like social media has caused a lot of problems. And can there be good to social media? Of course there is. I'm streaming on a social media platform right now. I'm very grateful for Twitch, but I definitely see some of the devastation it can cause with like young people, and with FOMO, and with cyberbullying, and with people just leaving nasty comments on people's videos for no reason other than to just be mean because they can do it from behind a screen. They don't think there will be consequences for their actions because up until that point, there have not been, because they were shielded by their parents. Oh, I think you're right. I think you're right. It's like, well, this is probably the first time you've ever had to take responsibility in your life. Surprise! Everybody's, well, and this is why I have a hard time with sometimes, it depends on the situation, but sometimes, you know, there will be people that will be like, well, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm like, every single choice you make does most of the time affects other people, and you know, we need to be aware of that many times you're still affecting other people because, oh, I was too late. Ta-da! I did it. I seriously don't remember this at all. Like, I understand. Oh, okay. Maybe not every single decision we make, but like a lot of the decisions we make do affect other people. So we just need to be aware of that. And that's what I tell Charlotte. I'm like, most decisions you make will still affect people around you.
We love Lindsay.
Oh no!
Lindsay's
Oh my
great.
gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Best.
Bye, Lindsay! Oh, thanks for being here. We sure appreciate Lindsay. Lindsay's gonna play at Lindsay's funeral. We love Lindsay. Lindsay is the best. I mean, that's one of the reasons we need to not just shield our kids from bad stuff happening. Like that is something that I will definitely die on that hill. It's like, you got to let your kids experience bad consequences. You can tell them, you know, it sucks, but like, it's Land Rider! Your brother was here earlier. Don't know if your brother's still hanging out. Whoa. Whoa. We got straight up, oh Lord. We got straight up platforms appearing left and right. Can I like jump that while I'm holding this? Yes, I can. I forgot about this. See, this is so cool. I love this. What a cool mechanic. Definitely one of my favorite Zelda mechanics. Oh, show. Am I gonna, oh. I don't know. He said he was working. A Zelda stream at work? Oh, that's what that's for. Awesome. I sometimes miss Instagram because of the really funny things I've found on Instagram before. But ultimately, the other day, I don't even scroll through YouTube very often. My phone, my Android phone, has a very interesting tick. The Wi-Fi disconnects pretty regularly. And it drives me nuts. And you know what I think the problem is? I think because it's an older model of phone, I could be wrong. It's an S23. I know it's definitely not like a new model, but ow. I think if I just put that there and then just run, yeah. I think it has something to do with the 2.5 gigahertz or the 5 gigahertz, like, wavelength or broadband or whatever. Sword Art, thank you so much for the resub. How are you? Happy Monday. Is it hot there? Are you dying out in your job? Oh man, Trekkie said it was hot, right? No, Wolf also said it was gonna be like 100. Do I wanna kill you guys? I don't think so. But it just won't stay, like it stays connected to the internet most of the time, and I've looked this up, and apparently this is a common thing with the S23 in particular. And it's common in the, it's like only the S23, and it's been happening since the latest update that happened in March. So I found on Reddit, there have been people that have said, you know, oh, this has been happening to me and I can't figure it out. So, what? Oh, you were? Did I see? Oh, I have googly eyes here. You need googly eyes. Wait, I had googly eyes. Oh, here they are. There you go. That is my one beef with this phone, because I don't want to use my data inside my house. I don't want to pay for extra data, you know what I mean? But I think it has to do with the like 2.5/5 gigahertz like internet. And because we have a new Spectrum router, I think the router is using like, I think it's using broadband, no, direct steering or something like that. And so it's switching on its own. And I think my phone just needs to be on 2.5. But I could be wrong. I don't think it's, I think it's when, I think, you know what? I think when the router is switching between 2.5 and 5, I think my phone is disconnecting. And it's really kind of getting on my nerves. But like, I've already sold my iPhone. Like, it's not like I could go back. And it's not like I would go back to an iPhone anyway, because I don't want to stay in the Apple universe. But my Apple iPhone never did that, ever. I never had it just disconnect to Wi-Fi randomly. So that's my biggest issue with it. But I just looked up today how to, I think you can make, yeah, you can split them, but apparently not with this router. But you know what? We should get our own router anyway, because freaking Spectrum charges us $5 a month to just have a router. So we really should just get our own router anyway. Oh, what? Oh, that's fine. I can handle that. So I actually don't sit and like scroll on YouTube anymore because he's like, oh, well, I guess he's gone. Because oh my gosh, I can't. Because my phone will disconnect on Wi-Fi and I don't want to scroll on data. And I'm like, ugh, whatever, I'll just stop scrolling. Yeah, I'm renting a router. So if anybody wants to give router suggestions in the Discord, that would be stupendous. Because we're basically paying, and I forgot about that, but yes, we're basically paying for a router every month, which is stupid. What is in here? Just, oh. I feel like that I took a long time to say what I was trying to say because I was focusing on what I was doing. Oh, I was having a hard. You may get into what I am with Comcast. I have a bring your own device modem, but have to pay $30 extra a month to not have a bandwidth limit. Oh. I don't think my house is big enough to have a mesh system. Guess you don't like seeing new gameplay of Silksong. Oh, that's what you posted? I asked that earlier today. I was like, did they play? I feel like I heard that they played some Silksong actual footage. Why wouldn't they just play a trailer? Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't really know, but it's not bad enough for me to be like, I hate this phone, but it's definitely enough to make me stop sitting and scrolling through YouTube. So I guess technically it's better for me. But I miss Instagram for like the funny stories that I've seen. But the other day I was just kind of scrolling on the YouTubes and I was scrolling and, or no, I think I was on can I grab that? No. Ooh, worms. I was scrolling and I was kind of going through some things and I saw some really funny things. But then there was one that was kind of slightly traumatic. It was like a child that was in need of something, or a child got lost and was screaming for their parent or something. And I couldn't even watch the whole thing. And I thought, this is what bothers me about social media, is that you can have all this good and then suddenly stumble across something that just wrecks you to your core. Because it's just an algorithm and it's just showing you all these different random things and it's trying to learn what you want, but things slip through. And I just felt awful after that. And I was like, that just felt bad. At least on YouTube, I can I don't scroll through the shorts, but you know, I can look at, what is that? Oh, it's two of them. So I struggle with social media in that way because, oh, do you remember me calling it a clown? Cutie pie. When we were streaming Level Devil the other day, she did the, I'm tired of digging Grandpa. And I isolated it in DaVinci and made it into a command and I forgot to add it. But it's kind of interesting because there's like sound happening, like I'm making sound and Charlotte's making sound, so it was kind of hard to isolate, but I managed to isolate some of it. I don't know why they don't just leave. Why don't they just give us a trailer? Like, why? What are you? Oh. Okay. Oh, what are we supposed to do? Yeah, this. No, not that. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're supposed to like blow. So what happens if he jumps out of the circle? Because they're afraid? Do you think they're like afraid it's not gonna be very good? Or like, why are they afraid? Oh. Oh, come on! That was lame. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, that was fine. That was good. People, you know what though? People are gonna judge regardless. It will not be good enough for some people. And honestly, I hate to say it, but the way that they've gone about it has caused more of that. And I feel like they've now kind of shot themselves in the foot because now there's so much hype about it that I feel like there's just gonna be It's true, following up a really good game. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know. Maybe there's, you know what? There's always a chance that the game will not be good. Like, there's always been a chance that the game won't be good. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
That shark's opening.
Is it a shark?
Yes.
What do you want for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
What sounds good? Something.
I want to go in that shark.
This little one that only wants to eat crap. She's just like me.
Go inside.
Fi, you know what? You are one of the most annoying sidekicks. Obviously, there's been a change. Obviously. Tell her pho. She says pho. Pho. I had a client forever ago that owned a restaurant called Fanatic. And I got t-shirts. She brought me t-shirts. So for a long time I had these Fanatic t-shirts. She was this really short little Asian girl and she could hold her own. Like, she was like, my staff is terrified of me. And I was like, is that a good thing? I don't know. Maybe, if you're a business owner. Sink sand, you're right. Where are we going? I have information. There is a 60% probability that these masks and these sails are from the ship that protects Nehru's flame. Whether they can rise, this is what separates the average devs to the very talented devs, whether they can rise up and create a brilliant follow-up. At one point I lived in a location with a, what the fuck? That does not surprise me. Oh, we can now douse for it. That's why we came here. But why go to the shipyard? They literally gave you no reason to go to the shipyard. They didn't give you any sort of reward at all. Oh, that's sink sand. This makes sense. You now have the dowsing ability. That makes sense. That makes sense. But like the shipyard?
Sand.
Why?
Sand.
Yeah, there is an 85.76% chance that this information is unnecessary.
It makes
Bye.
sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Doesn't sound like it ended well for her though. Oh, what? The vote? Well, I mean, I moved away, so I don't know what happened. I don't really know what happened with her. I'm sure she's doing just fine. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh, well, I do remember her coming in and telling me, I said, what are you getting your husband for Christmas? Listen, this was when my clients' wealth showed through a little bit. When they would tell me what their Christmas presents were, or when they would tell me what they were getting their children for Christmas. Most of the time, my clients were really like, you'd never tell that they were really, really wealthy. But when I asked them about Christmas time, that's when I was like, okay. There were some things they told me that I was like, okay. And this one in particular, she said, well, I got my husband a brand new MacBook Pro. And that was like, it was just released. Which, okay, whatever. But then she said, and he got me an Hermes bag. And I was like,
Mama,
okay. Yes.
I just...
You did?
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely sure how much an Hermes bag goes, but I want to say it's more than a MacBook Pro. And I was like, oh. Yes, what? No, you didn't. Go, get out. Go, 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 go. Hey, I'm gonna put the baby gate up. I need you to give me some time. I'm gonna find this ship, and then we're gonna call it a day. What? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, 15, yeah. And then I also had another client that got an Apple Watch. Her husband gave her an Apple Watch for Christmas, and she had this really beautiful, like, this really pretty, like, double leather wrap bracelet that came with it that I'd never seen before. And I was like, oh, I love that bracelet. I love that wrap, that watch strap. And she was like, oh yeah, my husband got it for me for Christmas. And she was like, I didn't even want an Apple Watch, but whatever. And so I actually had an Apple Watch at the time. I've owned one before and I tried it and I liked it, but there were too many bells and whistles on it for me. And I just felt like it was a waste of money. So I resold it. I sold it on like Facebook Marketplace or something. And so I went online and looked for like a double leather wrap like that. And I couldn't find the one she had. I couldn't find it. And I had her number at the time and I was going to text her and I was going to ask her, and I'm so glad I didn't, because it turns out her husband had gotten her an Hermes Apple Watch. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was like, I don't even remember what that was. Wasn't that like $1,000 watch or something with the strap and with the Hermes and everything? I'm really glad I didn't actually message her and ask her where she got the watch. I was gonna message her and be like, where did you get that strap? So anyway, every once in a while, Christmas time would roll around and my clients would tell me some things that I was like, oh, okay. And then I remember one of my clients, my sweet clients, she had twins. And I remember she gave me, she told me I could have a crib and a matching changing table. She said, our kids are too old for them. We have 2 of them. And we've got a matching changing table. They're solid wood. They're great pieces of furniture. And I'd love to give you one. And I was like, absolutely. So this was when I was pregnant with Charlotte. And my mom was in town visiting because we were house sitting for another client of mine that lived in like this $3 million Italian villa that was like right behind my salon. I got to drive a golf cart to work every morning. It was great. And we house sat for them for a month. We're like the perfect house sitters. We don't party, we don't drink, we're not gonna trash the place. We threw parties with our friends out on their deck with their pool, but like, we don't drink alcohol, nothing's getting broken, totally like great house sitters. So not to mention I was pregnant, like we were super chill. And she was like, honestly, I think the house was more clean when you guys left it than before we left. Cause I was terrified they were gonna come home to a dirty house. So my mom came to visit. I was like, Mom, we are staying in this massive, amazing house for a month. I was 8 months pregnant and I had a pool in the backyard and we had this big, gorgeous kitchen and we had all this stuff. It was really fun. So my mom came to visit. So we drove down to this client's house to see the crib, and we did end up taking the crib and the changing table. And we were driving along, we drove through this big wealthy neighborhood, and then we came to the end of the neighborhood and you could only go right or left, and the houses kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I remember we turned left and I remember being like, oh my gosh, look at that house. It looks like a fairy tale, like a castle from a fairy tale. And my mom was like, that is one of the most amazing houses I've ever seen. It was my client's house. We pulled up in front of it and we were both like, I don't even want to like go knock on the door. But my client came outside and like waved to us and everything. They had just moved in, they just built it. And I was like, wow. So every once in a while, my clients like, it came across where I was like, whoa. But my clients were lovely people, still are lovely people. I love them. They did so many wonderful things for me. And they put food on my table. They gave Charlotte so much stuff. Oh my gosh. She got clothes and she got toys and she got her crib and her changing table. And she got like my baby shower. I had a baby shower. My church friends planned my baby shower. And I had like half my clients come. And I mean, seriously, like Charlotte, I got so much stuff for that baby shower. It was insane. Okay. It's like right there. How do I return to the... I don't think it's there. I think it's farther away. I think it's in this... Where? Oh, okay. It's around this way. And it used to bother my mom. My mom used to be like, doesn't it bother you that your clients are living this life that you will... I mean, she was like, no offense, but you'll probably never live. And I was like, no. Because you know what? A lot of money is nice, but it causes other problems. And I know my clients have other problems. Their lives may seem really great, but I know there are other issues. And most of the time, my clients are lonely because their husbands are out of town pretty much all the time. Like their husbands are gone all the time because that's the only way you can really make that kind of money is to travel. So I wasn't super jealous. I don't know. Every once in a while. I certainly don't need an Hermes bag, though. That's for sure. Is it not gonna, like, land? Is my aiming... Okay, well, now it's gone. Where did it go? Okay. Can I speed up? Oh, I can. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, get it. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, it's so large. So my guess is the chick that owned the pho restaurant, I guess that she's probably doing okay. I could be wrong. I don't know. For her sake, like, I obviously hope she's doing fine. Oh, we did it. I like this dungeon a lot. I just love everything to do with the... Wait, the Keeper? I don't think I watched it. Is it gory? It's pixel art, though, right? Wow, I'm so hungry. I want Raisin Canes. That's actually what I want. Oh, router recommendation. Thank you, Chiron. Yeah, I think if I could separate out the two different bandwidths, I could just keep my phone on one of them. I think that's why it keeps disconnecting, but I could be wrong, I don't know. But apparently this is not only my phone. This is a common issue among the S23, the Galaxy S23s, just across the board, because there are these subreddits that are filled with people being like, I don't understand. And everybody seems to have a different fix too. There's so many people. Wait a minute. There's no save point. There's no bird. You know what? To be totally honest, I've actually never actually eaten pho. I did have some really good ramen in Vegas, though. This is the first time I ever had like a big bowl. Maybe that was considered... No, I think it was ramen. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna save. This is where I'll leave it for today. I am starving. I'm so hungry, and I wonder if I can talk Ander into like going somewhere. Actually, what I'd really like to do is I'd really love to have Ander take Auden somewhere and like do dinner with her, and me and Charlotte can do dinner, and then we can finish her dragon. Because Auden makes it impossible for us to finish that dragon. She comes and gets on the bed, and she's like bouncing on the bed, and we're trying to like sketch it out on the wall, and I'm like, Auden, you need to leave us alone. But she feels left out, and I get it, but as always, I always enjoy streaming. It's my, like, some of my one of my favorite parts of my day. I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate the subs and everything. I really, hey, it's Paladroon. So good to see you. Every time, you know what? Last night when I finished, like, ended Darkwood and was like, I need to find something else to play. And I keep telling myself, like, no, you don't need to or you don't need to play a game. You need to write. But the problem is I'm so tired by the end of the day. I don't have the mental capacity to write. Or I'll write, and then when I wake up the next morning, I'm like, ugh, this is terrible. What was I thinking? Oh, I was like practically drunk because I was so tired. So I was like, man, I really should play something, you know, and I was thinking, maybe I should play Outer Wilds again. And Outer Wilds just always goes hand in hand with Paladroon and Land Rider too. We had so many great times together playing that game. It was so much fun. Padawan says, I can recommend a place for each in northern Colorado. I've yet to look for either here in Texas. Yeah, I've never, is that the one that hold on, the Keeper. Wasn't that in my watch later? Oh no, that's the Drifter. Oh, the Keeper? The Keeper. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm like shaking. I'm so hungry. Keeper. There's a lighthouse? Is this the right one? Outer Wilds, so dang good. You got it. I agree. I think I need to wait a long time before I play Outer Wilds again, though. But you know what? Neither one of my friggin' siblings have played it. So I downloaded Moonlighter because I love Moonlighter. And because every game I play on my own that I've never played before, I always feel guilty because I feel like I should stream it. Oh. Hold on. I know, but I think you have to click. Oh, hold on. Oh, let's go find it over here. Oh, wait, there it was. Yeah, there you go. With the Switch 2. Oh, did you get one? Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Finally got back into Tears of the Kingdom so I can do the shrines and finally beat the darn game. Ugh. Dude, I have the biggest... Well, I was just listening to the Tears of the Kingdom songs on the Nintendo Switch, like music, the Nintendo Music app. They have all of Link's humming. And they have all the cooking sounds, and they have all that stuff. You got 2 of them? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm waiting for Metroid Prime 4. But listening to Tears of the Kingdom, just the sounds, I was like, I could start this game tonight and I would have 0 regrets. But I won't. I won't do it. But I also was like, dang, I really would love to replay Breath of the Wild. But I'm kind of waiting on Breath of the Wild because I feel like I could stream it when I get the Nintendo Switch 2. Definitely not for me and my wife to enjoy. You know what? Do it. Do it. Good on you. Lucky. Lucky. Okay, I'm going to turn this up. Okay, the Keeper. I really want to play Breath of the Wild again. It's been a long time since I've played it. I don't know what kind of... Oh, this is 100% my kind of game. Oh, is this like a... Whoa. This animation is wonderful. Oh my gosh. Do I have a fever? Is this a dream? Wow. Oh wait, Paladin does not like spiders. It's the spider. The tower is creepy as all get out. That is... No. I won't succumb to FOMO. It's fine. I can wait. It's fine. That looks really interesting. I really hope that does well. I hope that's a good game because I can tell a lot of work was put into that. What an interesting concept. See, what would we do without indie games? Wow, that was wild. Whoa, I literally feel like yeah, it's beautiful, but also creepy at the same time. Chiron already has hundreds of hours in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I insist on, at the very least, getting all the shrines. I got all the shrines in Breath of the Wild. I got all the shrines in Tears of the Kingdom. I certainly wouldn't consider myself like 100%. I would never consider 100%ing the game, but I did take it upon myself to 100% all the shrines in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Double Fine is an indie? Oh, I just assumed it looked very indie to me, but What an interesting. Okay, but it did say it was on Steam though, right? Because I don't have an Xbox, but I'll be able to play it on Steam, right? I just keep releasing all these games. I don't have any time. All the shrines in Breath of the Wild was awesome. Tears of the Kingdom, I lost some wind for it. Sometimes you just need a break, and sometimes you just need to get back in, and that's okay. I don't know. I downloaded Moonlighter. Charlotte says I should play Slime Rancher. The thing that worries me about Slime Rancher is like there's not really a whole story, not much of a story, but it's like super wholesome, totally opposite of Darkwood. But I worry because it's first person, so I just worry that it might make me a little bit nauseous. I don't know. We'll see. I hit 200 in Breath of the Wild, and I'm not quite sure where I am in Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, hours. But I'm absolutely refusing to look at where the light roots are to find the shrines. Oh, that wasn't me. I was like, yay, they gave me a way for me to do this on my own instead of like, yeah. I spent a lot of time in the depths. I loved flying around in the depths, looking for those light roots. That was like one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so if my goal was to play Midnight Walk in October, my Halloween game, I guess we'll see. Maybe this can be a good one because we can also do it depending on how long the Midnight Walk is. Oh, I loved the depths. And it's funny because my brother spent most of his time in the sky. My sister spent most of her time on the middle ground, and then I spent most of my time in the depths. We all had really different ways of doing things. It was really interesting. I really want to try the Midnight Walk, but this is also a good, but I've heard kind of mixed reviews. I don't know. I can't remember if the Midnight Walk is on Steam though. I don't know. Whatever the case, that looks really, I'm going to have to send that one also to my siblings because that was wild. That was really, really wild. Double Fine is the Psychonauts dev team. Wow, I can read. You know what? I have Psychonauts. It was like $199. I got it on sale on my PlayStation, I think, in the PlayStation Store. Slime Rancher was great, very smooth. Slime Rancher 2 I couldn't get into because it was basically the same exact game again. Oh, I think I just have the regular one. I got it on sale on Steam. It was like $1.99 on Steam. Oh yeah, I did the hover bike thing. I loved like seeing the light roots way off in the distance. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Oh, makes me want to play it again. No, I don't have time. I don't have the time. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys, I love you guys a lot. I know that we kind of talked about social media not being a great thing. Social media can be a great thing, but it also has downsides. But obviously here I am on a social media platform anyway, and I'm so grateful for it because I never would have met any of you guys without it. So I'm really, really grateful for that. Obviously social media has pros, but it also can have cons, and you know, it can be really hurtful and it can be harmful and it can cause a lot of problems, a lot of people to have FOMO, or can cause lots of, I mean, it is a streaming platform, but like Discord is social. Well, I mean, it's not really social media, but kind of. It's in that same vein, I feel like. Anyway, but I sure am grateful for it because it connected me to all of you. So just remember how important you are and how much you matter. Tomorrow we will start this bad boy. I'm super excited about it. Lego. It's gonna be great. It's heavy. It's got a lot. It's got a lot to it. Yeah, the hot area. Well, best of luck with that one. I didn't find out about the hovercraft until not long before I stopped playing it. Oh yeah, I've got my first hovercraft attempt, I think, like on my YouTube channel, and it was a time. I really struggled making a hovercraft. Really struggled, but I don't know if I ever actually got it down either. Like my hovercraft's always kind of pulled to one way or the other. It's not ideal. Anyway, don't ever forget how much you matter, how much I appreciate you guys. You are so important. And choose kindness because you just never, I know. Lego gave me no choice. But just choose kindness because you just never, ever know. You just never know what people are going through. You just never know what people are struggling with in their lives. Which is why social media can be really hurtful, because these people post these things on they post these really positive videos about them getting accepted into college or something, and people leave the nastiest comments about their looks or about their weight or whatever. Listen, y'all, 5-second rule, okay? Do you guys know what the 5-second rule is when it comes to your appearance? You don't say anything to anybody about their appearance that cannot be fixed in under 5 seconds. Something in their teeth? Great, tell them. Got a booger hanging out in their nose? Fine, tell them. They got their hair is sticking out in a funny way? Tell them. If there's something wrong with, like, if they are, you know, if you notice something about their weight or their, you know, something on their face that they can't do anything about, like, you know, acne or scars or whatever, you don't say anything about it. You just don't. That's just common courtesy. And people all the time will say the nastiest comments about somebody's appearance on social media. It is so toxic. It's so awful. It drives me nuts. Like, let people be. Or, you know, I just saw the other day, somebody was getting really angry because they were like, can people stop posting their transformation videos? Because you're basically crapping on the person you used to be. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I don't agree with you. I think it is 100% okay for somebody to post a transformation video of who they once were, or like the weight they once were, or the way their skin once was and what they are now, because they put a lot of work into that. And like I think that is 100% okay. And I think that person was just being extra sensitive. Wait, what is it? I didn't find out. If they can't / couldn't potentially change it in 30 seconds or less, shut your mouth. Tadpods is like, I take a dump on my old self all the time. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. Like I said, it gives it kind of cultivates a lot of this narcissistic behavior that, like, your opinion matters. But in reality, if you don't know that person and you're going to be mean, your opinion doesn't matter. The only time your opinion does matter, in my opinion, if you don't know the person, is if you're going to be kind. If you're going to be like, wow, I really love your smile, or wow, good for you. Andrew was just telling me he started following this guy on Instagram the other day because he was like, he's just a guy that's just documenting his weight loss journey. And I'm really proud of him for that. And I was like, heck yes, I'll give you a follow, man. I love to see your progress. It's a great way to be held accountable and to step up and actually do the work and see the transformation. There's no reason to say mean things to people about their appearance on social media. Shh. Let people enjoy things. On topics. Wait. Did they go to BYU? Doom. Oh my gosh. Did they go to BYU? So funny. Okay, wait. Who is replying to Pellegrin? Oh, you have a spider in your hair. Yeah, let people know. If they can fix it in 5 seconds, they, like, constructive criticism is a thing, but I feel like if you're just being mean, that's not really constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't just tell people, like, you can't, obviously. I agree with that, but there are people that are so mean. They say the meanest things. And I'm like, why? Like, why? I know, imagine being angry over how other people spend their money. Come on, like, let people enjoy things. Anyway, that's a whole different can of worms, and I'm starving. I need to go get something to eat. So y'all treat yourself. If you haven't eaten and you're hungry, go get something to eat as well. I think a big part of that is that you foster a really healthy, friendly environment. This is always what I'm trying. I'm trying for positivity, like, because there's enough negativity in the world. So that is the goal here. And I appreciate everybody for fostering that. I love you guys for that so much. Thank you so much for being here. Seriously, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll get started on the Flago, which it will forever be known. And everybody enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your time zone. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't you forget it. And I will see all of you guys next time. It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
It's not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's